Today, let's work on subtraction sentences with operands up to 1,000. At the beginning of the week, Sophia's car dealership had 13 cars on the lot. Currently, 9 have been sold. How many cars are left to sell? Write a subtraction sentence that fits the story. Let's use our scratch pad and let's draw a tape diagram to help us visualize the problem. So this is going to be the total number of cars that are on the lot, and we know that that's 13. Well, we know that Sophia said that 9 of them have been sold, so I'm going to put an S there for sold, and what is left is how many cars there are on the lot. So to solve this, we would start with 13 minus 9, and 13 minus 9 equals 4. So let's close our scratch pad and type in the full sentence since that's what it asks for. 13 minus 9 equals 4. Awesome job. Diana purchased a box of red and blue pens containing 2 in total. If the box contains 1 red pen, how many blue pens does the box contain? So let's think here. There's a box, and inside this box we have 1 pen, 2 pens. 1 pen is red, and they want to know how many pens are blue. Well, if there's only 2, then that means that 1 pen is blue. So we can write that as 2 minus 1 equals 1. So I'll close our scratch pad and write 2 minus 1 equals 1. Super job. Logan had a to-do list containing 25 items for the day. That's a long to-do list. By lunch, he completed 2 items. How many items does Logan have left? Write a subtraction sentence that fits the story. So let's think about this here. Logan has his to-do list, so I'm going to write a tape diagram. And this one's going to be a little bit longer because this is 25 items. And at lunchtime, well, he completed 2 of them. So then the rest here represents how many are left. We could think of this as 2 plus something equals 25. But since it's asking us to write it as a subtraction sentence, we could write it as 25 minus 2 equals something. So 25 minus 2, if I have 25 or 5 ones and I take away 2 ones, then I'm going to have 3 ones left and I still have 2 tens, so 23. So 25 minus 2 equals 23. Great job. Darren had a to-do list containing 15 items for the day. By lunch, he completed 14 items. How many items does Darren have left? Well, Darren had a smaller to-do list, so he only had 15 items to start with. That would be our total number of items. And he completed 14. So he did 14, so I'm going to subtract 14 to find out how many of those are left. Well, 15 minus 14 equals 1. So we're going to close that scratch pad. 15 minus 14 equals 1. That's right. Lauren purchased a box of red and blue pens containing 26 in total. If the box contains 24 red pens, how many blue pens does the box have? So let's draw a tape diagram and let's see, this is our whole entire box of pens. And in there are 26 total pens. And we know that the pen has 24, so that's a lot of pens. 24 that are red, so I'm going to put R below it. And then the rest of these here are blue. So I can start with my total, which is 26, and I can subtract the 24 and find out how many are left. Well, 26 minus 24 is 2. So I'm going to close that scratch pad. 26 minus 24 equals 2. Awesome job. Samantha needs to read 24 pages of her book before the end of the night. If she has read 12 pages, how many does she have left to read? Write a subtraction sentence that fits the story. Samantha needs to read 24 pages, and so far she's read 12. So she has to read a total of 24, but we can take away the amount of pages she already read to find out our answer. Well, let's start with our ones. We have 4 ones, and we're going to take away 2 ones. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and 2 tens minus 1 10 equals 1. So 24 minus 12 equals 12. So Samantha has 12 pages left to read. Super job. Owen had a to-do list containing 6 items for the day. By lunch, he completed 2. How many items does Owen have left? Well, Owen's to-do list had 6 items total, and he was able to cross off or complete 2 of them. So we can take 6 minus 2 to find our answer, and 6 minus 2 equals 4. So let's look down below and see if we can see 6 minus 2 equals 4. Well, here's 6 minus 4 equals 2, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for 6 minus 2 equals 4. So close that scratch pad. Super job. A package of hot dog buns contains 22 hot dog buns. If Ryan used 8 buns, how many are left? Choose a subtraction sentence that fits the story. Well, let's look at how many hot dog buns Ryan started with. Well, he bought a big package of hot dog buns. So I'm going to draw that tape diagram to show that package of hot dog buns. And there were 22 in there. And then Ryan used 8 of them. So about that much. How many hot dog buns are left? Well, we can look at it this way. 22 minus 8 equals something. So I can count up. I like to count up if I'm not sure. So I can do 8 plus 2, and that's going to give me 10. And then 10 plus 10 equals 20. And we're trying to get to 22. So if I'm at 20, I'm going to add 2 more. So 20 plus 2 equals 22. So then now I can add all of these together. So 10 plus 2 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. So we're looking for 22 minus 8 equals 14. And there it is. So let's close that scratch pad. Nice work. Hailey purchased a box of red and blue pens containing 28 in total. If the box contains 25 red pens, how many blue pens does the box contain? So let's look for the box, how much is in total. Well, right here it says there's 28. So we know that there's 28 in total, and it contains 25 red pens. So we're going to subtract those 25 red pens. And so I'm going to count up from 25. 25, 26, 27, 28. That's 1, 2, 3. So 28 minus 25 equals 3. Great job. We're on to that last one. Before the end of the week, Evan needs to sell 19 magazine subscriptions. If he's sold 5 subscriptions so far, how many subscriptions are left? Choose a subtraction sentence that fits the story. So we know that Evan needs to sell a total of 19. So he needs to have 19. And he sold 5. So we can do 19 minus 5. And 19 minus 5 is 14. So let's look for that one. 19 minus 5 equals 25. Nope. 19 minus 5 equals 14. Awesome job. Thanks for helping me subtract sentences with operands up to 1,000.